I just left a voicemail for the Greenville Group. It is 10:35 a.m. on Sunday, September 14th, 2025, and there has been absolutely no slamming or banging whatsoever from directly below or from the bathroom of 78 behind this wall at all. And I've been throughout the morning. I've been awake since, 8:30 or so 2 hours now. But as soon as I physically sat on this toilet quietly with the lights off 5 minutes ago, somebody behind that wall right there started smacking the wall behind my toilet repeatedly. And this happened yesterday afternoon, also at approximately 1 o'clock p.m. when I quietly tried to use the facilities in this bathroom with the lights off and the door closed very quietly. There's constantly someone sitting in that bathroom, regardless of what time of the day it is. And the only sounds that they ever make are smacking and banging directly against the wall behind my toilet. That bathroom is not being legitimately rented, and it is not occupied for purposes of housing and living. It is being intermittently accessed by career harassers that the Greenville Group are sponsoring or paying to engage in disruptive, violent, intimidating, aggressive behavior towards tenants who the Greenville Group doesn't like and are trying very, very hard to get rid of. All of this psychotic disruption out on the streets that I've been filming over the last few days, and the incorrect and temporarily I don't know what you want to call it, like harassing behavior from the police towards me when I've been sitting up on my bed, looking out of my windows, doing nothing to engage with the psychos down on the street. I mean, I am 5 stories up from the street, and when they're standing on the street corner, they should have no idea of who is or isn't happening to be looking out of their windows 5 stories up. I am on the 4th floor of a 5-story building. I'm counting the ground floor as the first floor. So 5 stories of windows at these lowlifes should not have any knowledge of what is going on inside. But as soon as I stick my head out the window or even just happen to look out, they seem to have knowledge of that. Then they gather below my windows and start screaming and shouting. I have the right to look out my windows, but they do not have the right to clog up the sidewalks and doorways and streets around this building complex and basically create a public nuisance. So the Greenville Group are encouraging this kind of behavior towards me, and they're turning the police by telling the police that I have, some kind of history of harassing these low-life trash that I have no interest in having anything to do with, and I never go near and don't talk to. But the Greenville Group don't care. They make up a bunch of stories and lies to desperately try to get rid of tenants who do not fit into their business model, which is basically sex offender psycho trash who they house in large numbers in this building complex and whom they get paid much more money to house by various agencies than they receive from out-of-pocket rent-paying tenants such as myself. And that is the bottom line here. It's money. It's money, okay? They don't want me to pay rent because they get much more money by housing sex offenders and violent psycho trash than they do from rent-paying tenants who have to pay rent out of pocket from their earnings. And that's what I've been doing for years. I've never received any kind of a housing subsidy aside from RAFT during the pandemic and shortly after the pandemic. And I had to use RAFT this year to pay arrearage that really isn't owed to the Greenville Group, but that's a different story. So right now, I just left them a voicemail letting them know that their sponsored career criminal, Jasmine Irizarry, is once again using a directed energy device to electronically harass me while I've been sitting on this toilet for the last 5 minutes. And no, I'm not using the toilet. I have my clothes on. This is just where I happened to be sitting when this harassment and violence started against the wall behind this toilet right there. So yeah, my heart rate is racing and my adrenaline is up because when you're quietly trying to pee on your toilet, and I was 5 minutes ago, and somebody starts violently slamming things against the wall directly behind your toilet when there have been no slamming noises at any point before that moment for hours, it was completely silent, and out of the blue, boom. And then after, there has been no slamming or banging noises since I called the Greenville Group. And this person has also resumed the use of a directed energy weapon to electronically assault me while I've been sitting here over the last 10 minutes. Well, that is Jasmine Irizarry, the Greenville Group's paid, sponsored co-worker, because if they're paying her, then she's a staffer. And that makes her an accessory to what the Greenville Group leadership decides to do towards various tenants. And so they're implicated in her crimes as well. Then, it is on the Greenville Group to do something about this because she has admitted that she is getting paid to do exactly what I keep observing and experiencing that she is the one who is doing because her pattern of behavior now follows an 11-year-long, unbroken, unreproducible pattern of very unique, highly specific, moment-by-moment, activity-based, surveillance-rooted harassment, harm, and physical assault that continues right now. then she is the one who is being obviously paid by the Greenville Group to do this. When nothing changes, when they refuse to address these behaviors, when brought to their attention verbally and in writing for years at a time, then they're the ones who are causing this and perpetuating this. So there we go.